as you were at the top of the table over in League One with Birmingham actually running away with the title. What's going to go on in this make-up week? We're going to take a look at that. How much more next? That's right, folks, back once again with another production video today. It's all about the catch-up games today, looking at some of the games that we've missed or, of course, need to be played due to whatever reason, postponements, of course, rearrangements, all that kind of goodness. We'll get into all that in a minute. Of course, if you're new where you've been, hit the old subscribe. You're on Stockport for League One, Blackpool Rovers, World Football. We're going to all here under one rooski. That's right, Birmingham still running away with it, 4 points clear over Wycombe. But what will go on this week with, of course, other games to really give a bit of a shake-up to the league. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Big shout out to the members, big shout out to the patrons. You know who you are. Now, I was going to give you an updated look at the prediction league, but there's been some breaking news at Ewood Park which has got my mind in a bit of a muddle and, of course, taking up a lot of my time. So we'll give you that. I promise you, I really do promise you this weekend, bringing it back up to date. But let's take a look at what went on last time around. Got to get these videos out, guys. And these were the games and these were the results. My prediction on the left, the real deal on the right. Northampton Town with a 1-0 win over Mansfield. I went the other way. Charlton with a 2-0 win over Stevenage. I went with a 2-1 win as well. Stockport County with a 2-1 win over Barnsley. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Bolton did beat Crawley 4-3 in the end. I went with a 3-0 win. Burton, Albion, Blackpool with a 1-1 draw. Got that one spot on the nose. Huddersfield did not get a result over Reading. It was a 0-0 draw in the end. Lincoln City with a 1-1 draw against Cambridge. I went with a 1-0 win. Rotherham did lose to Shrewsbury 2-1. I went the other way. And the rest of the games were postponed. That's where that is. What about the table? Well, the table, my friends, looks a little bit like this. As you see, it is Birmingham City running away with it. 4 points clear over Wycombe. And, of course, Birmingham have 2 games in hand. Wrexham still cut away with it. 4 points adrift of those top 2 spots. Then it's Stockport, there's Huddersfield, and then it's Charlton going down. It's Cambridge, Crawley, Shrewsbury, and Burton. But it's still all changed, especially with this catch-up week. So we've got around about 6 or 7 games to look forward to, and we'll get to those in a minute. Here is that link. I said we're going to keep you up to date, so keep an eye on these. There should be a form dropping very, very soon with these. But these are the games, guys. We're going to start with the leaders, table toppers, and, of course, championship waiting. Birmingham City up against Cambridge, coming at you over at St Andrews. Cambridge are coming into this on 42% form, just 1 win in the last 6 for Gary Monk's boys. They are rock bottom. Up against table toppers, Birmingham under Chris Davies, just 1 defeat in the last 6. That was the last game. That was, of course, in the FA Cup. Now, played each other twice, these two sides, since 2014. 1 win apiece. Of course, please bring inside soon. We'll leave the door at the door. Okay, kicking on forward. Last time around over at this venue, it was a 3-1 win for Birmingham after extra time back in August 2014. That was in the League Cup. Of course, they've yet to play the reverse fixture. That, of course, come as well in the season. Birmingham on the back of the 3-2 loss to Newcastle. Cambridge on the back of successive 1-1 draws, drawing Wycombe and then drawing with Lincoln most recently. The odds right here, right now. We're looking at it right here, right now. The odds, of course, Birmingham massively fancies. I'm going with a 3-0 win. They'll take it to the house and move the chains again. Meanwhile, Charlton under Nathan Jones taking on Peterborough under Darren Ferguson. Coming to at the Valley. That's right. Charlton are in 6th right now, 47 points for the season. Unbeaten in the last 5. Up against Peterborough under Darren Ferguson. 2 wins in the last 6. They're rocking 50% form for them at the moment. They are 20th with 30 points for the season. They have played Charlton 20 times since 1993. 6 wins Charlton, 8 wins Peterborough. 6 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at this very venue, it was a 2-1 win for Peterborough back in January 2024. Peterborough on the back of that 3-2 win over Cheltenham in the Football League Trophy. Charlton picking up a massive win over Stevenage to go into the playoffs. 2-0 win last round. The Attics are looking good in the bookies' odds. They are favoured here. Peterborough, the underdogs, going with a 2-1 win. Charlton maintaining that top 6 streams. Keep an eye on Nathan Jones for Blackburn Rovers. He's cheap, he's affordable, and he knows how to work on a budget. Meanwhile, Leyton Orient under Richie Wellens, another team, another manager that could be in the spotlight this week. Richie Wellens, of course, 9th for the table, 44 points for the season. Back-to-back defeats, though, for the Orient. Mansfield Town under Nigel Clough, 5 defeats on the spin. Take that back, 6 defeats on the spin, 14 for the table, 37 points for the season. Now, they played 18 times, these two clubs, since 2003. 11 wins Orient, 3 wins Mansfield, 4 draws between the two sides. Last time around, over at Brisbane Road, it was a 1-0 win for the Orient back in August 2022. That was in League 2. Leyton Orient, that 2-1 narrow loss to Man City in the Cup. Mansfield losing to Northampton Town in the league, same match week that was. The odds right here, right now. Leyton Orient are fancy for the victory here. I'm going with a 2-0 win as well for the Orient. Meanwhile, heading over to the Reading, of course, the Matchday. It's Reading up against Shrewsbury Town. Noel Hunt's Reading currently find themselves 8th for the table, 45 points for the season, unbeaten in the last 2. Up against Shrewsbury under Gareth Ainsworth, back-to-back wins for the Salop right there. 22nd of the table, 3 wins in the last 6. Twice they have played since 2023, nothing for Reading, 2 for Shrewsbury, no draws, of course. Last time around, over at the Matchday, it was a 3-2 win for Shrewsbury. That was last season, 3-2 win as it was. In fact, the last 2 have ended up 3-2, both home and away. Shrewsbury on the back of that 2-1 win over Rotherham. Reading with that 0-0 draw over Huddersfield. Back-to-back clean sheets for Reading coming at you in the league. The odds right here, right now. Reading are favoured on this one. Shrewsbury not so much. I'm going with a 1-1 draw, point apiece. Gareth Ainsworth has these guys cooking. Could he be the answer? Who knows? Crawley Town up against, who are they? They're Stevenage, that's right, coming at you over at Crawley. Robert Elliott's boys are 23rd in the table, 24 points for the season, just 1 win. In the last 6, Stevenage and Alex Ravel, back-to-back defeats for them. They are 12th with 40 points for the season. They played 32 times since 2004. 8 wins Crawley, 17 Stevenage, 7 draws between the two sides. Last time around over at Crawley, it was a 2-1 win for Stevenage back in October 2022. That was in League 2. Stevenage on the back of that 2-0 loss to Charlton. That's back-to-back games now without a goal. Crawley on the back of that 7-goal thriller, losing to Bolton 4-3 on the night. The bookies, though, they back Stevenage on this one. I'm also going with a 1-0 win for the visitors. 3 points in the bag. Off to Bloomfield Road we go now. Stevie Bruce is Blackpool up against Rotherham and Steve Evans. Played each other 12 times since 2005. No wins for Blackpool, 8 for Rotherham, 4 draws between the two sides. Blackpool, though, under Stevie Bruce, 13th for the table, 39 points for the season, unbeaten now in the last 8 matches. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 11 home games. Up against Rotherham under Steve Evans, with just 1 win the last 5. They're 15th with 37 points for the season. Now, last time around, of course, over at Bloomfield Road, it was a 0-0 draw back in February 2023. Blackpool on the back of successive draws, drawn with Charlton, then Burton. More recently, Shrewsbury did beat Rotherham last time around. 2-1 win it was in the league this past weekend. The odds right here, right now. Blackpool are fancy for the victory here. Rotherham, the underdogs, going with a 2-1 win as well. Stevie Bruce's boys continue to be unbeaten. And then finally, we go to Memorial Field, Memorial Stadium, whatever you want to call it. Bristol Rovers against Stockport County coming at you this coming 11th of Feb. Played each other 9 times, 2005. 5 wins Bristol Rovers, 3 wins Stockport. There's been 1 draw between the two sides. The hosts, 3 wins, 3 defeats in the last 6. They are 19th with 31 points for the season. Up against Stockport County, 5 wins on the bounce. They are 4th and they're making a push for those top 2. 53 points for the season. Last time around over at this very venue, it was a 1-0 win for Bristol Rovers way back in March 2010. The reverse fixture, though, was it a reverse fixture? Yes, it was the reverse fixture back in August. 2-0 win as it was for Stockport over at Edgeley Park. Stockport on the back of a 2-1 win over Barnsley. Bristol Rovers also picking up a win over Peterborough most recently. The odds right here, right now. We're looking at Bristol Rovers underdog. Stockport County massively fancied on this one. I'm going with a 1-0 win, just enough to get over the line. That's my picks. This is the link for the Prediction League. Get involved, get invested, and of course we'll be back with a full fixture that's coming this weekend. Till then, see you soon. I'm out of here. It's a bit of crazy stuff going on at Ewood Park, but until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.